I'm going to spare you the details and a lot of time. I'm just telling you what it's like to be a cancer survivor. On February 15th, a lot of things were going to happen to me that day. I was going to give a speech for one of the clubs at my school. I was going to ask the girl I liked to prom that day, and that was the day when I got my first acceptance letter to college. All these things would seem normal and really stressful to your average 17-year-old kid, but none of that mattered, because on that day, I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, cancer in the blood. Basically, it made me feel sick. I thought I had pneumonia. I had lesions on my arms that looked like I was cutting, to be blunt. And I was also paler than Casper. Thank you. The first things that were going through my mind were, oh my god, I'm going to die, and is this really happening? I remember when my doctors first told me that I wanted to tackle him to the ground and just scream at him, why? I'm honestly surprised that my parents didn't do the same either. After the initial shock of my diagnosis, things didn't get much better for the first few months. I've never felt so alone in my life. I mean, my friends were there for me. They'd come see me when they could. My siblings were always there for me, and my parents and family members were too. You okay? Going from thinking that you're invincible to you're weaker than your average human is just a real wake-up call on how mortal we really are. No one's invincible. I mean, at 17 you think, oh, I can live, nothing can hurt me, I'm invincible. Cancer? Pfft, I'll get that when I'm 60. I'm fine. To be honest, not many people could have understood how I felt that day. Or even now. I will say this, there have been some good things that happened to me after my diagnosis, such as the people I've met during my diagnosis, all the doctors and nurses who've helped save my life, all the bonds and friendships I've made, and the closeness between my siblings and I have never been greater, because they're always there for me. And also that I got a second chance at life, though I really wish that all of you that other survivors could say the same. I mean, it's just not fair. You don't really appreciate life until it's taken away from you. Well, I'm glad that I went through cancer, because had it been either my parents, I don't think I could have bared it. And had it been either my brother or my sister, I don't think I could have watched them suffer. I'm glad it was me and not them. Okay. On a happier note, I'm glad to say that I have moved away from my parents and my overprotective mother and father. Love you. I'm now attending CSU Stanislaus and majoring in psychology. Hope maybe gonna switch, I don't know. Wherever floats my boat. And next Thursday will be my last chemotherapy treatment. Yeah, that's what my hand is saying. Because that'll be my last IV. I won't be poked anymore, hopefully. Because my veins are tired, and I'm tired. But it's been a long road. 3 years it's been. Over this period of time, I've never really thanked the people that have supported me along the way. I mean, I've thanked my doctors for saving my life, but I've never thanked anybody here, and so I think I'll just do that right now. I thank everybody for putting up with my chemo bearing, my aches, my pains, and my nightmares, for putting up with my nausea and my mood swings. I thank you for always standing by my side no matter the odds. But most of all, on behalf of all cancer survivors and those who have passed, I thank you for being here at Relay for Life today. I thank you for keeping us in your thoughts and prayers. Without any of you, none of this would have been possible. So give yourselves a hand. So let's get out there and begin Relay for Life 2014.